Ethan Nestor. This was a new one. I almost didn't feel like doing anything hard today. Today I wanted to do an action shot, like from sports or something, but I don't really watch sports. I didn't really know where to start looking, but I drew Mark recently, so naturally I was just thinking, oh, Ethan, of course, he did Creator Clash, so I went to the full live stream and I screenshotted a shot. As soon as I saw this shot, I was like, okay, that's a cool shot. It doesn't have his face in it. I mean, the background is almost completely dark, and it just seems like it just seems cool. But then I thought, oh man, this would be really cool with black paper. I only have small black paper. Big black paper is really expensive, and even if I could find some and ordered it, it would probably take about 2 weeks to get here. I need something to draw today. Why not draw it with regular charcoal? I mean, so I did that. I was gonna see if I could make it look like a crowd. Darkness is good enough. There's a little bit of mystery to it, you know? So it makes you think about, like, what did he win? Who is he cheering at? Not really. Since he's wearing boxing gloves, you can infer that he probably just won a boxing match. Anyway, I was gonna get an action shot of his face, or like of him turning around or something, and I would have, but I saw this shot and I was like, well, that would be really fun. The challenge would be the anatomy. I mean, I've drawn upper bodies and just done like quick sketches of like the essence of a person, but I've never done a full-on drawing so you can see all of the anatomy of the human torso. There's not a lot of detail. Again, I really like implications. It took a long time for a picture that doesn't have a lot of detail in it. That's okay. I thought this was a good opportunity to learn to draw the anatomy of a person's back, because I've never done it, so, you know, I have to do it at some point. Plus, the shot is just cool. I bought some compressed charcoal, and I didn't even use it. I was gonna use it for this one, but I got too distracted. But it's okay, because there wasn't really there weren't a lot of places to use it. I think the willow charcoal did just fine, because most of the charcoal went on the back, or on the background. It took me a while to get the proportions of the arms right. I mean, the proportions of everything, really. It was a little bit difficult to figure out where I was going to start. Because with the human face, I mean, a lot of people do it differently. If it's a picture with typical lighting and everything, you just, like, start with the eyes, like from the bottom of the eye to the eyebrow, and go the shadow of the nose, and then the line of the lip, and then the bottom of the lip. The right arm was really hard, and I don't know why. I think it's because it's less defined than his left arm, and so I guess psychologically I was like, no, it's like too far out, it's too long, and it might have been in a couple spots, this arm, but I kept trying to tell myself, like, it's okay. Don't think about drawing an arm, just draw the shapes that you see. Everything should turn out okay. It's gonna look wonky, maybe. I really hope the right forearm isn't too skinny. That was one of my biggest fears, was making the right arm too skinny in proportion to the left arm. I didn't care if I made him look super big relative to each other, as long as I got the arms proportionate, then we were good. I almost got rid of the right arm entirely because I was too scared to do it. I'm not a coward. I can do the right arm. Plus, when I got rid of the right arm, it kind of looked a little weird. I tried to make it look purposeful, but it wasn't really working. And I also don't like cop-outs, so I decided not to cop out. But I mean, the whole drawing was a pretty fun guessing game. It's interesting because everything's kind of like a triangle. But I still had to guess. There's kind of like a smiley face on his back, but I didn't notice that until now. Maybe that would have helped me in the drawing. Oh, and I was going to write his name on the back of his shorts, but I decided against it. I think it would have been cool. I was gonna do it. I decided it would probably be a little bit too distracting for what the general idea was. One thing I couldn't really get was the highlight on his right bicep and shoulder. It's one of the brightest spots, but I couldn't get it for some reason. I decided maybe if the right arm kind of disappears into the background, maybe that would be okay. His lower back was hard to get. There's like reflected light or something. Or I mean, I guess because it's arched. I don't know. But the point is, it's lighter than his shoulder blades. And, of course, The shoulders were probably the hardest part. No, the elbows. This actually went a lot faster than my other ones. I think it took a little over 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, I used the charcoal stick for the most part, and it's weird because I thought I was going to use the pastel tools more. Well, I used it a little bit on the background in the beginning, but I decided to use it only on Ethan so that the smooth parts were the focus and then the background was the textured part. Or, I mean, it's all textured, but like the background was the rough. Anyway, again, I have some ideas for the future. But yeah, this was fun. And it's definitely something that would have been cool to do on black paper, but again, it's really expensive. I want to do it on something bigger than the black paper that I have, which is 9x12. I'll do more of it. I want to do more. I just need to find some black paper and also the courage to invest in said large black paper. I think it was mainly fun because it didn't take me as long. I did it all in one sitting. The rest of these I haven't done in one sitting, besides the nebula. So now I have the rest of the day. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Well, I do know. But anyway, again, I'm gonna look back on this during editing and realize that I forgot something, or I forgot a point, and I forgot to mention that, you know, the brand of the charcoal that I got. I can always make addendums. Anyway. Alright. I'm gonna go. Bye!